Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all doing good. So for today's video, I'm gonna switch things up a little bit and share some of my favorite story time TikTok, either middle school, high school. I would love to make more story times here on YouTube, but I feel like it's hard for a lot of these because I'm able to tell the story in literally the 60 seconds on TikTok. So I feel like a lot of the time it doesn't need like a 10-minute video here. So I hope you enjoy and let's get started. So I remember watching Mean Girls growing up and I was always confused as to why Katie was like eating in the bathroom stall during lunch. I'm like, why doesn't she just go eat in the fucking lunchroom? I definitely related to that once I got to high school. I remember I would pretty much like all of my freshman year, I only had like a couple friends and we didn't have lunch at the same like period, and there was only like two girls that I was kind of friends with, but I just felt more comfortable literally eating in the bathroom than to like force conversation with them. I wouldn't even get lunch. I would like pack little fucking Rice Krispie treats and eat them in the bathroom stall. What a time to be alive. Let me tell you another reason why I hated middle school. So I would always get those little bug bite looking hive things that were like red and just would never go away. I would carry around with me like this Benadryl spray that you could spray on like bug bites and shit to make it stop being itchy. So in middle school you couldn't carry a backpack, so I'm like, alright bitch, what do I do with this? I put it in my pocket. What the fuck do you think happens? It spills all in my back pocket, so I have a wet spot on my butt and it looks fucking gross. So I went down to the nurse's office trying to be like, hey, can I call my mom to bring me another pair of pants because it's kind of embarrassing. The fucking nurse was like, no, go back to class. Bro, I was so mad. I'm like, are you serious, bitch? I had to go to the bathroom. I was in the bathroom like with my ass on the fucking hair dryer, blow dryer thing. Hair dryer. The blow hand dryer. Man, I should have dropped out of fucking school. Let me tell you another thing that I hated about school was picture day. Don't get me wrong, I love getting my picture taken. I was always looking kind of cute. Not really because I was chubby, but whatever. How come they wait until you go through gym class, recess, practically a war, until they decide to take your picture? Me having curly hair, this shit gonna get frizzy in no time. So bitch, I'm out here like looking like Maui from Moana getting ready to take my fucking picture. I remember one time in elementary school, I had just gotten my picture taken. My hair looked like that. And me and my friend were in the bathroom and I told her, oh my god, like my hair looks so bad, so poofy looking. This little girl says back to me, yeah, it does look pretty bad. Girl, I should have squared up with you. What was the point of running a mile in gym class in like middle and high school? I honestly would leave school early whenever we had to do this. There was one time that I had to stay and do it and I was so pissed off at my mom. I'm like, I can't believe you're making me do this. Bitch, it took me like 20 minutes to do this mile. Why? Do you want me to have a heart attack at the age of like 13? I don't know how I didn't die. Not that the teachers necessarily make you feel bad, but like they push you to fucking run. And then whoever has like the fastest times would have gotten their name put up on the wall. Bitch, first of all, my name would never be on that wall even now. I understand we have to stay fit and whatever else, be active. I had a science project that I completely forgot to do. I don't know what happened because I was really good with doing shit. But whatever, I forgot to do it. It was individual anyways. And so I figured, all right, I'm going to do it during first period. Science is later in the day. I have plenty of time to get this shit done. So mainly all I had to do was glue shit onto a piece of paper. This fucking science teacher went around to all of my teachers in our grade and told them to not give out any supplies for this project. So no glue, scissors, nothing. Well, me being finessing ass bitch that I am, I had chapstick. You already know I glued that science project together with chapstick and, A+. So some more questionable shit that they had us doing in school. I don't even know what they're called. Scooter things. Let me go find a picture. These fucking things. I have war flashbacks from using these little fucking scooters you had to hold on to the sides. My fingers, I don't even know how they're still attached. They got ran over so many times. They got squished. I don't know if gym classes still have these, but these things should be banned from school. I was popping wheelies on this, falling backwards off of it, and like, oh my god. Why I hated high school, part 25. So this was my first year back. It was my senior year. I cyber schooled my junior. And like this was actually the first time that I was eating in the lunchroom, not in the bathroom. I sat with like maybe one or two girls and then the rest were like guys. I'm just sitting there minding my business. I think I must have had like my arm on the table, and the way that it wasn't flexed or anything. And the one kid that I sat with shook the table. My arm started going, all jiggly, and he made fun of me for that. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll go eat in the bathroom again. Apparently he liked me, so I wasn't like supposed to take that serious or whatever. Thanks. I feel like I have so many stories to tell about middle school, so I'm gonna continue. I was never the athletic type growing up. There was no running for me or doing sports. In middle school, my math teacher recommended to me that I try out for the volleyball team because he thought I would be good for it. So I was like, bet. You didn't really have to try out. You just had to sign up and like you're on the team. That's all good and great. Made the team. I was in 7th grade at the time, and then there was girls older than me that were in 8th grade. And these girls bullied me. They were so mean to me, always so like verbally harassing me, until one day when my mom went in and was like, "You're not gonna talk to my daughter like that." Thanks, Mom. Never got bullied again after that. And let me just say, I was the best one on the fucking volleyball team after all that. Thank you for bullying me. I won like every time I played. So I remember one time in middle school, I never got detention like all of my years of school, but there was one time, maybe like 7th or 8th grade, that I had ISS. In school, like we had little planner things where you had to like write your homework assignments. I don't know if I wrote in my own or like my friends, but I wrote like not inappropriate shit. I was just like, yeah, bitch. It got left in like one of the teacher's classrooms, and I guess when they went to see like whose it was that got left behind, they saw like what I wrote in this thing, and then they reported it to the principal because of the words that were written in it. Please give me my shit back and don't be nosy next time. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't have to talk to anyone. I just sat and did homework. 10 out of 10. I'll never forget when I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade and I was going to the high school to practice for like volleyball tryouts. It wasn't actual tryouts, it was just practice. I'd missed a couple of the practices because I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to be on the team in high school or try out for it. All the other girls knew what to do because they were in high school. We lined up and we had to like, I think they're called suicides. I don't really know if that's what they were, but it's just a running back and forth. I come running back, my shoe falls off. I practically do a split. I bust my ass and my knee got all fucked up. My shit was bleeding. I had like some serious floor burn. The coach had the audacity to say to me, "Get up." I'm on the floor. I was embarrassed. I left that. I never tried out for the fucking volleyball team. I was watching Lizzie McGuire last night and it brought back memories of my childhood. It was one episode where her brother is doing like a rock climbing commercial or whatever. In elementary school, they spent all this money on getting this rock climbing wall in the gym, so we would have to do it sometimes during gym class. It wasn't that high up, but you still had to have a spotter. I was overweight, so can you imagine little Timmy, who's like 60 pounds, trying to hold up my, 110-pound ass at the age of like 7? Bitch. I don't know. Timmy wouldn't have saved me, or I would have killed him. You know, one thing I hated about school was like the people there, honestly. I always liked to wear my hair up, like in a bun or a ponytail. There would be girls all the time that they would be on my back. Why do you always wear your hair in a bun? Why is your hair always up? What does it fucking matter? Like, what does it actually do for you? My hair being up, how does that affect you, boo-boo? I still like to wear it up. I just personally think it looks better up. So I got my first period when I was in elementary school. It was like a week before my 10th or 11th birthday, I don't remember. I went down to the nurse's office because I wasn't feeling good and I just didn't know what was happening. This nurse would not let me call my mom or like leave early for the life of me. And I thought I was dying at that point. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. And I didn't tell her. But like, you would think as a nurse, she would have asked me like, is something happening? But she just insisted that like I lay down, I go to the bathroom. My mom finally comes and gets me. And then I didn't tell her at first. And then I was like, I think I have to go fucking pick out a coffin at this point. I think I'm dead. And then she told me and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's fucking weird. Don't you know, like 2 weeks later in school, in health class, they wind up having like this big meeting where they teach you about all this shit. And I'm like, wow, where were you guys when I needed you? In elementary school, we had to do one of those like wax figure presentations where basically you were to dress up as like a famous historical person and then like stand still until someone came over and like wanted to hear you talk. So we had to do the presentation like in front of the class before like the parents came. I remember I had to get changed into this big ass poofy dress because I did Princess Diana. And I brought like this Barbie in that was supposed to represent her. And this Barbie was like a singing one when you pressed her button. I didn't even do anything. So during my whole presentation, she was singing like the whole time. I could not get her to shut up. I wanted to literally step on this Barbie. I think this is where like my fear of public speaking began because I was traumatized after that. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want to see more of these. I'm always posting these on TikTok. Make sure to subscribe to my channel also before you go, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.